sound at your home. Now today we are going to start our very new chapter from chemistry, that is structure of atom. Okay, I hope you all have done very well in your exams. Now it's time to get back to your studies back again. So today I will be taking very important and very interesting chapter of chemistry, and in this chapter you are going to know about the structure of atom. You will be able to understand what is there inside the atom that makes it so useful, that makes it so important for all of us to learn about atom. Now before I talk about atom, as you can see here, this is chapter 4, structure of atom. Before I talk about atom, okay, I would like to draw your attention towards the matter. Okay, in the previous chapter, students, matter in our surrounding, we studied about matter. Can anybody tell me the definition of matter? Yes, matter is something which can occupy some space and have some mass. Okay, anything around us which has some mass and which occupies any volume or any space is called as matter. Your sofa, chair, table, fan, anything or everything on this earth is called as matter. Okay, now just as in the way the bricks are made up of, the bricks made up the walls, in a similar way matter are made up of atoms. Do you understand that? In a way, for example, the wall is made up of bricks. Okay, so the wall is matter. What is wall? Wall is matter, but the bricks are atom. Similarly, everything is made up of atom. For example, this marker will be called as matter, but it is made up of small and tiny particles which we call as atoms. Now this is what we are going to study in today's class. We all know what is about matter. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Every matter is again made up of millions and trillions of atoms. Now if you can recall, I am sure you must have studied this in biology about cell. Yes, our whole body is made up of cells. So similarly, every matter is made up of atoms. But the only difference is that cells are living atoms, but whereas the atoms are the non-living atoms. And you will be surprised to know that the cells are also made up of atoms. Okay, so in this universe, each and everything is made up of basically atoms. So it becomes extremely important to know about what is atom. Now if you can see here, you will notice what is matter. Matter is anything that takes up space and has a mass. All matter, it can be a chair, a table, any mat, anything is made up of atoms. Atoms are the building blocks of matter. I told you that cells are the basic structural and functional unit of life. We all studied that in biology, if you can remember. Yes, so cell is the basic structural and functional unit of life. Similarly, atoms are the building blocks of matter, sort of how bricks are the building blocks of houses. Clear? Now let's understand a short history of atoms. Okay, so there is one short history of atom is that there was one scientist which we called as Democritus. Okay, so back in 460 BC, he developed, BC means before Christ. It's a way to measure the years or time duration. Democritus developed the idea of atoms. What he did was he pounded up some materials in his pestle and mortar. What is pestle and mortar? If you don't know, this is pestle and mortar. You must have seen your mother using this for grinding spices or for grinding anything, elaichi, adrak, anything it can be. So this is pestle and mortar. Okay. So he pounded up some materials and he used his pestle and mortar until he had reduced them to smaller and smaller particles, which he called as atoma. So he took few things and he grinded them in his pestle and mortar. After some time he found that those particles were divided into very smaller particles and he called them atoms. So he gave this term atoma, which later on became atom. So this is how this word atom comes. Okay, now so what is atom? What is atom? Atom is the tiny basic building of matter. All the material on earth is composed of various combinations of atom. Everything on the earth is either made up of one type of atom or it can be made up of many different combinations. of atom, but the result or but the bottom line is that they all are made up of atoms. An atom consists of clouds of electrons surrounding a small dense nucleus of protons and neutrons. Now you must be wondering that what is electrons, what is protons, and what is neutrons. So these are basically the things which are inside the atom. To make you understand better, if you can remember, you know children, suppose this is a cell. Inside the cell there are various cell organelles. I am trying to connect it with biology so that you can understand better. Suppose this is a cell. So inside the cell you will find many cell organelles. In the center you will find nucleus. Yes. So this nucleus is called as the brain of the cell because it controls the function of all the cell organelles. You have plastids, you have vacuoles, everything is there inside the cell which helps in the functioning of the cell, then eventually in the functioning of tissues, then results in the functioning of organs, and which at the end results in the better functioning of organism. Okay, so this is the story here. But if we talk about chemistry, similarly the atom is also made up of some subatomic particles. Here we will not call them cell organelles. This cell is made up of some subatomic particles. Okay. So earlier it was believed that atom is undivisible. Okay. There is nothing inside the atom. Earlier it was believed that. But later on some scientists found out the various subatomic particles inside the atom. Okay. So what they are? They are protons, neutrons and electrons. Okay. So before I go in deeper here, I will just conduct a simple experiment. Okay. So as you can see here children, here I have a scale. You can do this experiment at your home. Here I have this scale. You can use the comb also. Okay. Now what you have to do is you have to take the scale and you have to rub it in your head. Okay. So I will be rubbing this scale in my head. So you rub the scale in your head. Okay. So that it gets some charge. Okay. So you can rub it. This is a very simple and very interesting activity. You can do this at your home. So now bring it near it. You will see that some particles are attracting. Can you see it? You will see it from the bottom. You will notice that these particles get attracted on the scale. Okay. So what does that mean? It means that some charge was there in this scale. When I rubbed this scale on my head, on my hair, it acquired some charge. Okay, so that made this paper to stick to it. So the question comes here is that where does this charge came from? Okay, the question is that what was there inside the scale which makes this scale to attract the pieces of paper? Surely it must have some or the other charged particles inside it. So this confirmed that every matter is made up of atom and atom has some charge inside it. Okay, those charged particles are called as subatomic particles. Okay, so as you can see here it will be electrons, protons and neutrons. Now we will just try to understand them: electrons, protons and neutrons. So first I will take, as you can see here, components of atom. All the center of all the atoms has nucleus. First of all, in the atom at the center we have nucleus. This proton and neutron, they are there in the nucleus. In the nucleus we will have protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged. P for proton, P for positive. So proton have positive charge, neutrons have negative charge. Okay, so these two are the basic components of atom. Another one is neutron, which is neutral. Okay, so now first if we talk about nucleus. So an atom consists of a cloud of electrons surrounding a small dense nucleus of proton and neutron. So in the nucleus we have protons and neutrons. Similarly, this is the atom. In the center we have nucleus. In the nucleus you will find protons and neutrons. Protons are positively charged, neutrons are negatively charged. Okay, neutrons are neutrons. Neutrons are neutral. Electrons are negatively charged. Okay, So the nucleus contains nearly all the mass of the atom, but it occupies only a tiny fraction of the space inside the atom. Okay, so basically all the mass, all the weight of the atom is there in the nucleus. Now if we talk about neutrons, as I told you children earlier, it was believed that atom is indivisible. Okay, we cannot divide atom. But neutron was discovered by Sir James Chadwick. Okay, so as you can see here, Sir James Chadwick, he discovered neutron. Okay, and neutron is slightly heavier than a proton, and it is about 1838 times as heavy as the electron. Okay, so neutron electrically neutral, they have no charge. That is it is the part of the nucleus of the atom. It has no charge. Neutrons has no charge, and this is the weight and the dimension of the neutron. That is 10 to the power minus 13 centimeter, and this is the diameter. This part we will study a little later in detail. By now you have to understand that neutron has no charge. Neutron has no charge, first thing, and the second thing was it was discovered by Sir James Chadwick. Okay, so these two things you have to remember. Okay, and where you will find neutron? In the nucleus. The next thing is protons. So protons are positively charged. It was discovered by E. Goldstone. He did an experiment, and by that experiment he came to know that atoms also have some positive charges which are called as protons, and this experiment was conducted by E. Goldstone. Okay, and their mass is 1 unit mass. Okay, this is their mass. Okay. Now if we talk about next is electrons. Okay, so this electron was discovered by Sir J.J. Thomson. Okay, and we all know that electron is present in the nucleus. Okay, so in the nucleus we have electron and neutron. Okay, so electrons are tiny negatively charged particles around the nucleus. Okay, each electron carries a single fundamental unit of negative electric charge, that is 1.602 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This is the charge on one electron. You can write it somewhere. This is very important. This is the charge of electron. And what is the weight of electron? Yes, it is written here, 9.109 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Don't panic children, I will be discussing these charges again in the further classes. I am just giving you a basic introduction here. The electrons is one of the lightest particle with a known mass. Electrons cannot be split into anything smaller. Also electrons do not have any real size but are instead true points in space, that is an electron has a radius of 0. So they don't have basically any size, they have just mass, they don't have any size. Okay, they just take some little points in the space, so we cannot tell the radius or the diameter of electrons. Clear children? So I hope you understood that electron was discovered by Sir J.J. Thomson. Yes, and protons were discovered by E. Goldstone. Neutrons were discovered by Sir James Chadwick, and these three are called as the subparticles or subatomic particles of an atom, that is electrons, protons and neutrons. Okay, so this was the basic idea of the subatomic particles inside the atom. In the next class we will talk about the various theories of atom. Okay, so various scientists gave various structure of atom, how our atom look like. Okay, in this chapter we are going to see and we are going to visualize the structure of atom, that how a structure looks like. We all know that our body is made up of so many organs, and we all know that where these organs are. Heart is here, the lungs are there, stomach is there in the abdomen area, then there is small intestine, kidneys at the back and so on. So the main objective of this chapter is to give you a basic vision or the visualization of the structure of atom. I hope you understood the basic idea of atom and what is neutron. Neutrons are neutral charge, protons are positive charge and electrons are negative charge. We will continue this class. Take care.